Alrighty. Okay, so I just got done actually modding Mirror's Edge Catalyst for the very first time. Yes, I know I'm still playing this game. Of course I am. But I just wanted to see the changes, and I thought it'd be interesting to do a video here because I've never seen the game modded. And I always knew that there was mods available, that people were doing things with them, but I mean, I never really gave them a chance because mostly they were just like kind of stupid stuff like, oh, you can change your outfit to green or blue or different colors. And, you know, they were just changes that I didn't really care for. This, however, what I did is I installed about 15 mods, and these range from design elements, graphics elements, difficulty elements, and I mean, I just gotta say, from the first look here, you can already see one of the main differences here, and that's one of the ads. Apparently, this mod that I downloaded has it changes basically most of the ads in the game to be more colorful and more varied. And you can see already, like this one right in front of us, this Z11, the girl with the with the eye polish or eyeliner, whatever. I mean, damn. This is a lot more colorful. You can see just a lot more there. Also across over there you see the human headphones advertisement. That was never there in the game. Most of the advertisement, you look at the Sylvine ones up there, most of them are just kind of plain. They kind of just run through, and they didn't really spark like interest, you know? It's funny because, I mean, it's supposed to be this like bustling corporate city, and you have these advertisements in the game which are very uninspiring. They're not colorful. It's not like, you know, oh wow. They kind of just get lost in the world. Like, you see this ad over here that's like kind of flashing yellow with different design elements. That just gets lost in the world. Look, you have yellow buildings over there. It's white, yellow, and black. Like, it's just so easy just to just look past all that. And then you look over, you know, here, and it's like, okay, there's this beautiful bright yellow ad. Over there, there's like this gray ad with this, look, red stripe. It just adds so much more, you know, character to what's going on. Right now, I'm actually up where I'm not supposed to be. Oh, another one of the ads is yeah, if you take a look here, and I'll try to make a better view. Hold on. I don't know if I can get this right, but we'll see. I added nail polish. Check this out. You see that? I gave her gray nail polish. Yeah, there you go. And it's amazing. Like, look how much that adds to her character. You know, I'm actually surprised this wasn't like in a final design, because it looks so natural on her. Something like that. It doesn't look out of the ordinary. And you know, there's different nail polish color you can add. You can do blue. You can do cyan. You can do like bright orange. And I thought like the black or the gray in this case would just match perfectly with this glove and just her character outfit. And you can see, like, look, it's not obtrusive. It works. It looks good. So that's another thing. Right now I'm up high on a perch I'm not supposed to be. This is one of the secret areas I was exploring that you can get up to. Technically you cannot get up here, or you're not supposed to be up here. But that's why they add those beat LE things, because they knew people were going to break the game. Okay, so let's get down safely. I'm going to explore this world and sort of just see where all my mod changes are, because I downloaded 15 of them. See, look at that red ad over there, and the Raposa one with the purple. I mean, these are things that you'd never notice because of the art style. It would just get lost. And I know some people have some questions about mods and, you know, is it difficult? This was one of the easiest games to mod. And I've modded a few games in my past. There we go. I've modded a few games in my past. One of the games I modded was Grand Theft Auto 5 and 4. Actually, I did graphics mods for those, and those took hours upon hours. And, you know, you just get to a point where you just say, fuck it, this isn't fun, and it's taken so much time. It's like, what's the reward? And this game, not kidding you, it took me about 10 minutes to download the 15 mods that I wanted, and it took about, once I, you know, organized the files and everything like that, you actually, what you do is you download an installer. There's a Frostbite installer that you download. And all you do is you import the mods in the game file. Like, literally the whole process from start to finish took about 30 minutes. And the freaking modding downloading tool just did it for me. All I did was take care of that. All I did was literally just choose the file that I wanted it to mod and then click import, and it imported it directly where it was supposed to go in the game files. And this is awesome. So I also got better skies, apparently. This is supposed to overhaul the skies. So you remember during the... I'll start running around since it's kind of getting kind of boring. You remember, you know, in the main game, when it got to like nighttime especially, the sky got very blue, and you got like this really bluish haze in the sky. That is apparently fixed. Now with this sky upgrade, it's the sky is actually black like it's supposed to be, and you get these nice kind of vibrant, you know, bustling buildings that are kind of giving you these hues. Look at this ad, damn! Look how beautiful that is. It sticks out. Look how much that adds in terms of character to this city. You notice that. You noticed all the different elements. You know what that ad was before? I think it was white. I think it was like white and some yellowish color or something like that. I just... Look at the contrasting colors here. This is what we needed. I mean, you just notice it so much more. It's so much more respectable to the original Mirror's Edge art design. You know, and I love the art design that they created for Catalyst, and I think that's one of the great things that they did with this game. With all this game's flaws, it's one of the ones that really stand out is still its art style, and I still think it feels very Mirror's Edge. But, you know, things like the ads and stuff that they could have done to, you know, there's like little things that they could have done to improve. I don't want to get caught by the... shit. Oh, this is another thing I wanted to test out as well. Yeah, okay, so I got a mod here that gets rid of all the footprints on the walls. Like, literally, look how clean this looks. Right here, basically anywhere you can climb in the game, they have footprints to sort of signify, hey, you can climb up this wall, or you're supposed to go here. And I get what they're trying to do. Like right here, there was like big footprints on the wall telling you, okay, walls, run and then jump and slide and do all this other stuff. That's been removed. Look how much cleaner that looks. You know, and I appreciate, you know, trying to help out the first-time player, but, you know, this game really abandoned its difficulty. And in first Mirror's Edge, oh my god, it was a big frame rate drop. The first Mirror's Edge was extremely, you know, difficult the first time around because it was such a new experience. This one's like very easy, you know, it was extremely easy. There's no difficulty setting in this game even. There's just nothing. You just played the game how the difficulty is supposed to be set, and it's one of the things I think that the game suffered from is just lack of it being difficult. And you know, it made it so that you can engage in combat and you wouldn't really have any consequences. And that's another thing I also downloaded was harder enemies. Supposedly this game has, or now has with this mod, extremely difficult enemies. Like I think it said somewhere that you have to punch a sentinel 30 times in order to take him down. That every single one of your upgrades against all the enemies have been completely reworked. And you know what? Dude, look how beautiful that ad is. That is gorgeous. And you know what? You know, the game should have tough enemies. This game should not have been so eager to put you in combat situations. You know, Faith is meant as a character. The whole mantra of the runners and whatnot is, you know, we're the ones who get the job done and we do it as quick as possible. Gosh. Just look at that, man. And what happened in Catalyst is it was like, oh, we're going to throw you in a bunch of combat situation. Okay, perfect. I can show you guys combat. All right. Let's see if this happened. I'm supposed to get like new moves. It's supposed to be like extremely difficult. Shit. All right. Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh. There's all these secret moves in the game that it's not like they didn't take them out, but they just had them so that the moveset would be, you know, varied. And unfortunately, with all your upgrades that you had, they had like the same takedown for all the enemies, and it just sucked. All right, so let's take down these guys. See if this works. What the hell? Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, oh. Look how much more enjoyable this is. Oh yeah, and I got third-person takedowns finally in the open world. That's awesome. Ow. Dude. Oh. Oh. Dude, it's so much more satisfying now. It literally is so much more satisfying. That move set was like only shown in like the early previews of the game, and I thought that they took it out, and I was like, damn, they should have like multiple, you know, takedown moves for enemies. And it's not that they took them out, they're still in the game. You just have, I mean, they just changed the move set. Oh. This is so much more satisfying. It is so much more satisfying. And this is what combat should have been. It shouldn't have been like literally, oh, 3 hits and then you're taking one guy out. She's not supposed to be like a Hulk, you know? And it's so unrealistic. It's literally so unrealistic, like, oh, I'm just gonna kick this guy in the face once and he's done, you know? And I understand it from a game perspective. It's like, okay, I took the enemy out, keep going. But that shouldn't be your focus. You know, combat should be extremely difficult, and it should not have been so encouraged as it was in Catalyst. And I still want a Mirror's Edge game where they take like a Deus Ex level design approach. Yeah, that's awesome. And they take a Deus Ex level design approach to the world building. So I think third-person takedowns now, at least in this mod, are regulated to if you have float or not. And with the Sky mod upgrade, I also had to disable the runner's correction flow in the game. So basically, you know, when your runner flow bar filled up, it would like make the colors more, you know, saturated. I kind of like that, but I understand why some people didn't. It was kind of like just, you know, weird. You can see now that the game's not getting more saturated. It's staying natural, so that's really good. But just look at the sky even. It's not... The sky was either 2 colors. It was orange or it was blue. Now it's like just... It's a natural gradation of what it's supposed to be. So we're gonna go to new areas too. I'm just kind of running around now. I'm supposed to also get Sentinels in the open world now, which is a big thing that they, for some reason, left out. I don't know why Sentinels were only regulated to story missions. They should have been in the freaking open world as well, because they're the closest thing that we got to Pursuit Cops. Oh, that's another thing you guys notice. These doors right here have been completely redone. These are supposed to be like the pre-alpha doors that were shown like the first gameplay trailer for the game. So now they're black and they actually stick out more. And another thing I also just noticed is I took away the hints. So they'd have like a red line whenever Faith would put her macro up, or they have like the, oh, push the right trigger to get through a door. That's all been removed. It now just looks, you know, natural. It's not gamey. There's more enemies here. Jeez, look at her. She's like wailing on these guys, and it feels, when you take these guys out, it's like, yes, you actually feel like you're landing every punch, and you feel like you're literally just hammering on these guys. It's so satisfying. It seriously is so satisfying. We're gonna go to a new area. Oh, another thing. Actually, we can check that out right now. Another thing that I did is I added a new shirt to Icarus. Icarus's character model. He has like a red shirt with some Japanese wording on there, and I think it just fits his character more. There was an option as well to take off his glasses permanently, but I feel like that's something that the designers put in there. It fits his character. That's a new ad as well. Just look how much nicer that looks. Yeah, up there. This is just great, man. It seriously is. It's reinvigorated my excitement for this game, you know. And I played this game a lot. I have like 300 plus hours in this game, right? Because it's just fun to randomly go in here and run around. And but you know, even then, it's like I'm doing it just for the sake of, oh, I feel like playing Mirror's Edge, so I'll just run around. Now it's like, okay, I'm excited to play Mirror's Edge again. You know, the world just looks a lot cleaner. The whole thing just looks a lot better. And I don't think any of the mods I did are intrusive to the developer's original vision. I think it just enhances the effect, in fact. You know, it looks good. So let's see if Icarus is up here. I want to check out his shirt. It's supposed to be like bright red. Alright, here he is. Yeah, check that out. Look at this shirt. That's a nice shirt. And I feel like he was just wearing, what, a gray shirt before? It just kind of like, it just looked a little bit too mute. I think that shirt really accentuates the red accents. And I like it. To heck, this billboard from Kados. There's another look at the black nail polish. Whoa. So now that the world is getting dark, you can see, you know, we're not getting this blue haze anymore. It's just kind of like a natural dusk look. And look at the ads here. It looks just so much more like it's supposed to. You know, it looks interesting. It evokes emotion. Looks futuristic. And there's just color everywhere. I think what we'll do now is we'll go over to the Anchor District and see if what the changes look like there. Not there's no specific changes, right? I do want to actually play through a story mission in this video. There it is. I want to play through a story mission because I also downloaded a mod which redoes the music. And believe me, I'm like you guys who believe that the music is sacred to Mirror's Edge, right? But this isn't like it's a new soundtrack. What it does is it takes beats of the original soundtrack and remixes them better, so that it's more, I guess it just gives it a little bit new feel. And so that's that. I'm gonna be checking out. Those are for story missions specifically, I believe. So I'll check out some. I don't know which mission had good music that I remember. You know what? Kingdom. Kingdom had good music, so maybe I'll check him out in Kingdom. Kingdom had good music. What was the other one? Benefactor also had great music. And all the missions have great music, right? It's synonymous. That style of music, Solar Fields, is synonymous with Mirror's Edge. But alright, perfect. It's getting dark outside. Look at the sky. This would normally be like all blue. It'd be like completely blue. This looks like a realistic, you know, sky, and it behaves in colors realistically. The dusk feeling, you can see the stars starting to come out at night. And that reminds me as well, is one of the mods I downloaded was an actual dynamic time of day. Now, if you didn't realize, the actual time of day, the dynamic time of day, is not really dynamic at all. You unlock it after you beat the main campaign, but it only works if you're moving in the game, which means if I stand still, time in the game is completely paused. Now it moves on its own, so I could stand here for like an hour and it would get, you know, light again, or the moon would come up and go down. It's fantastic. So Anchor didn't really have as much ads as Downtown, or at least the lot of them were basically the same color. You know, it's supposed to be like that teal and purple style. More enemies. So, but you can just see, like, it's such a different... It's just such a new feel, and it feels more realistic. It feels just better. I shouldn't say feels, it looks, right? It's Just things just behave a lot better. You know, and I know as artists, they were talking about, in terms of skies, we had to tackle how everything looked at night, so we decided to go with blue, right? Everything has like this blue haze. And, blue is sort of synonymous with nighttime, that sort of dark navy blue, right? But I just feel that I just feel like it was too overused, that it didn't need to be that strong to the point where the skies kind of looked almost animated in that sense. Whereas here, it's like I feel like I'm part of the city. This gives me that Blade Runner feel, That's another thing. I would love it if we could have rain in here. That's what Mirror's Edge really was missing, was we didn't have rain. We had rain in the first mission of this game, and they took it away. And I know someone asked the developers that, and I believe that their answer to that question was, okay, well, we want it to be a display of beauty. But rain is beautiful. What makes rain so beautiful is that it adds reflections upon everything. And maybe, all those reflections would have been too much in terms of the graphics horsepower, like it would have brought the frame rate down like 20 frames. But if that's the case, I mean, I still feel like having some sort of dynamic weather in place would have been fantastic. I would love to see this city like soaked in rain, and to see like even the super reflective surfaces get even more reflective, So I just wanted to explore around, and I just wanted to record this video. There's a lot of, things that I've added. 15 different mods, and these things range, again, from graphics mods to things like the nail polish. I just noticed the color a lot more. You see all this? It's just like, I never noticed this green wall, like, to this extent. Everything, there's a point where everything just got lost in the art style, and now when everything's in motion, it's just like I feel like I'm connecting with the city again for the first time. And it's one of the things I love about PC gaming. Believe me, PC gaming is extremely frustrating, right? It is. I mean, I don't even some of the biggest proponents, in terms of PC gaming, could even agree. It is frustrating, especially when things don't work. But then your payoff for all that frustration is 60 frames per second in every game, higher resolutions, and then you get things like mods, which are completely free. Just look at that. I don't even know if that was always like that, but I notice it more now. I can just see, the art style just start to crop up even more so. It is a beautiful city. I know a lot of people miss and love the original city in Mirror's Edge, and I do as well. But, what I love about Catalyst and what it did is it created a universe around Mirror's Edge. And if there is, anyone else who is going to pick up this franchise, and if DICE is going to go back to it eventually again, they at least have a base point now. And it's not like we have to start over and we don't know what to expect. You have, you have 3 different nations, and then you have cities in those nations. There's like a dozen cities in Cascadia alone. And then they could do something where, you go to Omnistat for a mission or two, or for this portion of the game. Then there's like a new different style. And, I'm sure that the city in the original Mirror's Edge was not lost in this universe. I think it's just in a different location. And I think that they wanted to do a city that sort of had a hybrid of everything. And Glass makes sense. It does. It makes sense being this city that was, sort of this like beach town that was never developed, and then all these tech entrepreneurs came in. I mean, this is all part of the lore. That all these, high-tech entrepreneurs came in, and then just business boomed, and here we are. It's become like the corporate hierarchy. So I'm gonna go. Another thing I wanted to see was also and I might have to fast travel over there because it's going to take too long, was the Omnistat tunnels. Is this Triumvirate? Well, where's actually... Hold on. Where is... City Tour 2, Sentinel Trailer Place? So this is all stuff that I've saved over the time. So where's trying to find a construction area. I think it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. But my map's always been glitched like that, where it won't show me the construction area places. But whatever. There's another mod in this game where you can have the map, instead of it being like the white, you know, 3D design, you can actually have it be a fully rendered 3D map. Like the game actually pulls up from Fate's perspective, and you can actually see all the buildings rendered with the beautiful visuals. I didn't want that because it just looked too busy. Like it looked like way too much for me to see, you know, in terms of, because I'm trying to look at small icons, and I have this game running at 70% of a resolution at native 4K. So it's a really high resolution, but there's a lot of detail, and that makes all the text kind of small. Just look how nice this looks. This feels so natural. There's some sentinels. We'll get some combat in. Ugh. I'm just slapping him in the face. This is great. Whoa, 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 what happened there? So much more enjoyable. And it's difficult. I mean, look at these punches. This is probably realistically what would happen. You'd be laying these small hits, and now combat is, it's time consuming, but it's also kind of strategic. And that's something that this game was kind of, like, this game had strategic combat when it wanted to. Nice. Right? But it was like very few and far between when those sections would come up. And now I feel like she's this, not the superhero, you know, but I feel like her strength right now is appropriate for her stature. Ugh. It's so awesome. Alright, so we'll head over to the Omnistat tunnels. The reason I want to go there is because, oh, check this out. Look at this. You have red advertisements within. I didn't notice that before. I don't even know if those ads were on. Anyway, so as I was saying, the reason I want to go to the Omnistat tunnels is because in there, I supposedly changed up the art style. It's supposed to add, like, it's supposed to really make it look like Chapter 2 in the original Mirror's Edge, which was the sewers. It's supposed to make it look all green. And then I'll play through a mission. We'll see if the new music sounds any different. From what I saw, and the guy made a video of it, it really sounded good. Yeah, check this out. You see all this green? I don't know if that was there before, but I just noticed color a lot more in this. I really do. I just noticed color. So yeah, it's supposed to do two things in here. It's supposed to make it look a lot cleaner, like a lot more well kept. And yeah, see all this stuff? These pipes were all like just the basic wall color. Now they're green. And I'm sorry, but this feels more Mirror's Edge to me. This art style. Like this actually feels and looks better than what we got in the final game, which is sad. But you know, that's why the modding community exists, is we have you know, people who are passionate, who can kind of look at, you know, everything and say, okay, what would a fan like I want? and you have these doors, and you have, and look at this. It really does remind you like the second chapter of the original game. And it's kind of like all this stuff was just gray, or whatever, you know, you want to call this color. White, I guess, is what it would be. All this stuff was just white, and it all just, I mean, it didn't evoke emotion. It's like I see, it just looks like care was put in. And it's not too much. Like, this to me isn't too much. Look at these little accents of red. I mean, it just adds a lot more character. It really does. Just look at this. Damn. Alright, let's head over to Rebecca. Rebecca doesn't know that the game has been modded. She doesn't know. Yeah, all this stuff that's red here I don't believe was red before. But look how much it adds to the game. Look at this. None of this stuff was here. It's just awesome. So, okay, in terms of a mission here, let's see if we can do a mission here that, my favorite mission in the game is Family Matters, right? That's my favorite mission. And, it's the best mission to represent the game's failings, which is why it's my favorite mission. Because the first half of this mission is perfect, and it shows exactly what, like, the combat in the game should be, and then the other half is, like, just blows up in your face, and you're just like, what happened? In terms of music, I mean, Benefactor is really iconic music. I love that, but do I really think that we are going to see changes there? At least significant changes. Thy Kingdom Come is a great mission in terms of its music. Prisoner X is also a good mission in terms of its music. I don't know. The guy in the video did Savant Extraordinaire, and it sounded pretty good. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do... let's do Thy Kingdom Come. And we'll do that mission, and after that, what I'll do for you guys is I'll show you exactly what I downloaded. I won't run you through the whole install process, because literally, I mean, it's so easy to do. Nice shirt, buddy.
I know you care for Noah, but I run better alone. You know.
Skip this. Yeah, that's a nice. I'm sorry. He looks so much better with this shirt on.
There's a huge blast door blocking my way here.
Look at that nail polish. I mean, you can do a lot of things in terms of Fate's character model. You can make it look so she has like the original outfit on. You can make it so that they remove her tool bag and her mag rope here. The thing about the tool bag and the mag rope is I kept those on because they're going to be on during cutscenes and I wanted parity. Her tool bag is completely useless. Not once in this game does she use it. I like it on her, but I just wish that they found a way to make it useful, or to have her use it at least once. Were those things always yellow?
I've been looking more at the reflection blueprint. Some of the underlying algorithms are older than me.
I don't think those pipes here were yellow.
That's what I said. The conglomerate obviously wants to keep whatever's down there out of sight.
Yeah, I don't think any of this stuff here was yellow. Actually, wait. Maybe this stuff was. I don't know. It just looks a little bit different. Alright, so let's see the music. Let's pay attention. See how this sounds.
I'm there. It's huge.
So far, it sounds normal. I love this soundtrack. This song is really cool, too.
The more I hear about reflection, the less I like it.
Me too. I've designed an interference scrambler. The reflection signal won't work at my place.
Just like that?
Of course. I just have to calculate the frequency alternator.
Plastic?
Yeah,
Rebecca is moving Isabel to a safe house above ground. Your sister really can't breathe down here. There's something messed up with her lungs. I'm going with them, but I'm not sure what Rebecca...
Icarus? Icarus, you there? Plastic. I'm on my own.
So far it sounds really normal. picks up here, as does it normally. Nice. Alright. Oh. This is so cool. It's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. Oh. Ooh. Oh, too bad the camera clipped there. Oh, look, wow. I never noticed the Mirror's Edge symbol here before, literally. That's the first time I noticed it. I know there's a bag, I collected all the bags in the game, so I must have been up here originally, but I just never noticed that, huh? So far it sounds, yeah, pretty normal. That was pretty cool, though. The combat really, feels fresh now with the tougher enemies. Just feels right. Yeah, so far so good. Cutscene here we'll skip.
No time to lose. Look for the emergency release panel.
Nice nail polish. Oh, he's listened to that? Oh, this is all new. Oh, this is cool. Oh, okay. Dude, listen to this music. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, really? Okay. This is pretty cool, right? These guys, these protectors take a long time now. It's almost like you don't want to fight them, which honestly is how it should have been. But it's like I now have to like use. Oh, nice. I now have to use like environmental moves to not make it seem so so much like a chore. Oh. Fucking love these third-person takedowns. I don't know why there wasn't more of them. It's like oh, we're gonna add them, but we're only gonna add them at specific points. And then you just don't, you can't enjoy it. You just can't enjoy it as much. I personally think that they should have tied it to the flow bar. That there should have been like a button press when you have max flow, and then you could have done a takedown on anyone. That would have been good. Nice. yeah, so the music is, it is very interesting. Whoa. And it's natural. It's not like it's jarring when it goes to a different tune. Skip that. Yeah, now listen to it. That's good. Ah. Nice. Ah, snap the leg. Yeah, this is awesome. Alright. I like this. I like the music a lot. I really do.
Faster? I'm on my way back up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're okay. Great. What about
That
you?
is awesome. Now look at this. This whole, all these walls, all four sides were the same color. Now we have this green accent. That is awesome. Look how much this adds. And it's fucking free. Why don't I seriously think I don't understand why developers don't hire modders or don't, you know, it's just so incredible. Bye. Oh! Oh my god, that combo was amazing. Look at all this greenery. Oh, this is awesome. I know I've said it like 10,000 times. I don't care. It's still amazing. Dude, I like that. I like that a lot. The music was great. Wow, the music was awesome. Okay, I'm gonna play one more. I don't know which one I should play. I think maybe we should do Viva La Resistance. I'm trying to remember that music. That was kind of iconic. The Shard has great music as well, but it's, I don't know. Benefactor is good. I don't know how, you know, let's try Benefactor, and the reason I'm saying let's try Benefactor is because it's like the soundtrack's like really good already, but it's also like the one he has the least amount of tones to work with. I mean, because it all really sounds the same, you know, until you get like to the very end where things are kind of, you know, blowing up. But I really want to see how he changes that. Let's see. Yeah, there's no combat in this one, so that's pretty awesome, man. Yeah, and after this, I'll show you guys the tools that I use. But it's
Almost there, Dugan.
let's see how this music is.
Go to the top, release the tuned mass damper, and we're good. For now.
The two what?
Fucking love this nail polish. Look at this.
Intended to make the building safe for earthquakes and hurricanes.
It's just awesome.
From me, it will be our instrument of destruction.
Does a Nazi really deserve this?
Have you ever second thoughts of him? A Nazi's not exactly a force for good. Every day, low-caste are dying in the Greyland factories, producing toothpicks and diapers for the mid-caste here in the city. Do this for them. If not for me.
So this wasn't red before. All this stuff was just white, and white and yellow are really the only two colors you have. Actually, was this all blue too? I think so. Anyway, we're focusing on the soundtrack too. It sounds so far the same. Is that? Yeah. I'm trying to notice things like that I just didn't notice before. I never really went this way, but I guess it always said Anansi. I don't know. People will correct me if there's something else that I missed. Yeah, look at that. I love that. The red, the little red objects. It's just great. Just fucking great. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was weird. Okay, yeah, so far sounds very similar. Pretty much the same, I would say. Yeah, these things are awesome. It's not runner's vision, but it, you know, it's just sort of, it just adds that little bit of color. It's not obtrusive.
I'm guessing that mass tuner thing will cause some serious damage.
You're guessing right.
And what about the employees here?
What about them?
Just my thought. I'm getting them out, Dogen. The fire alarm should do it.
Whatever. If you ask them nicely, I'm sure they'll leave obediently.
Were these ladders always red? I don't know. I thought the ladders were yellow. You know, every single level in this game sort of had like a primary color, but the game only worked with like 2 or 3 different other colors. Actually, 1 or 2 other colors. Yeah, so far it sounds pretty much the same. Like I said, there's not much you can work with this soundtrack. As you can hear right now, like this is the original tone. It all kind of just has that same, you know, the same, well, whatever you want to call them. It's a great soundtrack. Yep, all this is the same.
Kruger is heavily invested in reflection.
Damn, look at these. You can see all the little ads and stuff on the bottom. Look at all that color that's added over there.
I've sent down feelers to a few selected businesses.
Oh, and that reminds me as well. You see down there the Bobble Mall? It isn't destroyed. I got a mod that removes all the destroyed buildings, and yeah, see the shard isn't smoking anymore.
You don't have to do this. The blueprint is more than
It's just annoying because you would like play the game. I understand it's there for the mission, right? But it's like it's still there at the end of the game for the open world. I just feel like everything should have been repaired after the game was over.
All right, Noel. I'm enjoying myself. And the employees are all clear the building now.
anything happens to her, Dogen. Don't go berserk, I'm sure. We've had this discussion once already.
What discussion? When?
No, I didn't tell you. 2 years ago, he came here after you were taken. Made quite an impression.
Yeah.
No, you didn't tell me.
Runners look after their own.
So far the soundtrack is the same, but you see those accents over there? I don't believe like the red was there. You have like the brown down there. I don't think any of that stuff was there. I remember when I first played this game and I looked out into the distance and I just the developers saying it's open world just was like feeding into my mind, and I thought this game was going to be significantly long, and I thought that we were going to eventually have this whole space to explore, and we did not, as you guys know. But also, if you take a look at this, I mean, it's seemingly impossible to render all this at 60 frames per second, even at 900p. Yeah, this ladder was definitely yellow.
Another talk. Where's the damper tuner thing?
It should be right in front of you.
That? Why didn't you just say that it's a crazy huge pendulum?
Because things should be called by their proper names. Now, you need to dislodge it. There should be 3 support clamps for you to deactivate.
Okay, now the soundtrack's a little bit different. Right, okay, never mind. It's like, I feel like he's adding like little instrumental cues, you know, and like nothing major. But just like enough to where you're like, oh, okay, I noticed that. Nice little red ribbon. I always get stuck on this one, I don't know why. It's just some clipping issues. So now the music is supposed to pick up when I pull this, but let's see if it actually does. We can skip this.
That thing tore through the entire building. I didn't...
As intended. It'll be some time.
Oh wait, okay, wait. You listen to that?
Good, you got the employees out, Faith.
Yeah, it's slowed down.
For others, Noah. A charming character flaw we both share. Occasionally. Faith, enjoy the view, but don't stick around. I expect Kruger said...
Yeah, you listen to this music?
Little accident.
Well, when Dogen's done talking. Alright, listen for a sec. It's a lot slower. And it's it's oddly more emotional. It's sort of like, oh my god, I just did a bad thing. Yeah. Like right now the music picks up. Alright, it does so here. But it picks up in a different way. It's still kind of mellow. Okay. Really good. Really, really good. Yeah, that chromatic aberration effect when you fall or stumble, you can also remove that as well. I decided to keep it, and I hate chromatic aberration, believe me. But I feel like it's just an enhancement to the game. I don't know. I just decided to keep it. Yeah, this music right here is different. So it's kind of similar to Kingdom, where he changes out the music towards like the end of the mission, or at least the part where you start engaging in enemies. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I was not supposed to fall there. Yeah, I like it. I think that the mod does a good job, and I'm gonna have to play through all these missions again and see what other changes are done to the music. But so far so good. I mean, even with Benefactor, which, you know, he doesn't have a lot to change there, he still found a way to evoke, kind of pull out the emotion of it.
And then, maybe, we can also discuss your potential procurement of that drawing.
So pretty good. Pretty good. What I'll show you guys now, and we'll see if I can keep it here. Hold on. What I'll show you guys now pretty much is how to install this thing for yourself, because it's extremely easy, and I mean like extremely easy, right? Okay. So if you guys are seeing my desktop here, here's basically the well, not Origin. Basically what you need to do is go to Nexus Mods. Nexus Mods. This is where you basically go to download all your mods for PC games, right? So you just want to search Mirror's Edge Catalyst. And I think it only shows one initially, but I'll wait till this loads here. Yeah, so it's only going to show this one. You're going to be like, what the hell, you know? So there is more mods, believe me, there is more. So go, actually here, if we click into this mod, we might have to, yeah, when we click into this, we have games up here. I just went to mods, and now we have all the mods in the game. And you can see that there's like 5 pages of mods here. So, I mean, there's a bunch of different ones. As you can see, look, like, here's the music one I did. There's no fog, no horizontal bloom if there's no vignette if you don't want that. No naturally spawning K-Sec. You can change her eyes to blue. I don't know why that matters because you can't ever see her eyes, and the only time you see her eyes are in the cutscenes, and those don't change. Look at these new downtown signs that you could, download and take care of. You can take it out so there's no dialogue, and you only want to listen to the game. There's different loading screens. There's a bunch of different stuff in here, but the one that you're gonna need is the Frosty. I think it's called like Frosty Editor. So let me see if I can find it here because it's the best one. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff here. And like I said, I just sort of went through and put a new tab. Here's the one where oh, this is tough enemies. This is what I already got. You can see the ones I downloaded here. So tough enemies I got. Then you have takedowns that can only be in first person if you want that. The dirty walls been completely taken care of. Let me see if I could find out where that Frostbite Editor is. It's not here, right? Yeah. Once you eventually find it, I might have passed it. Oh, no, here it is. Okay, Frosty Tool Suite for Mirror's Edge Catalyst. This is what you need. When you download it, it's going to look like this. And this is the most simplest thing. Like, if you never modded a game before and you're scared to mod your game, this does it all for you. So when you first start up, it's going to say, okay, find your Mirror's Edge executable. So you just go to, where the game files are located on your hard drive and just click on the icon that would be the application. And then you just click import mods, and as you can see, like I downloaded them and put them all in the folder and just unpack them into their own folders. And literally all you need to do is just click into the folders and then just click on this, and then it's going to import it into a list. And when you're ready, just click apply mods, click launch, and it's going to automatically apply them, and then you're done. You could play the game with the mods. That's literally all it takes, is just this. So definitely do that if you've been aching to kind of go back into Catalyst and you haven't really been you've been looking for a reason sort of to go back, and or you missed the game, or you just want to feel like me, you just want to feel like excited. That's something that I really wanted with the game. I played the game, look at this, 334 hours, right? And like, no joke, like 334 hours that Origin has tracked me. I played the game for a long time. And I've just been looking for an excuse to kind of go in here and play the game and enjoy it and just not feel like, oh, I know everything now. And that's what this mod gave me. This mod gave me that feeling of discovering the game for the first time again. And regardless of how I feel about the game and its mediocrity in almost all of its categories, it's fantastic to, get that feeling back. And that's a great thing about PC gaming, and we don't take it for granted. These people worked extremely hard. All these people. Some of them I don't like. Some of them here I don't want no depth of field. I like the effects. The scanning grid point, you could take that out. I mean, that was knowing the first time around. I don't really. My mind has sort of blocked that at this point. There's just some of this stuff I wouldn't use, right? But I'm just so thankful to have people who spend hours putting together these effects for our enjoyment for free. It's just amazing. So anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed that. Let me know what you think of some of the mods that were on display here, and if you don't have a PC with Mirror's Edge Catalyst, I'm sorry. I wish that some of this stuff could be on the consoles for you guys to enjoy on there, but at least you have this video to sort of see what it would be like to mod the game yourself. Again, extremely easy with this tool. This tool is freaking awesome. This tool is amazing. All right, thanks guys, have a good one. I'll talk with you later.